I'd like to call the Proctor City Council meeting to order for Monday, November 7th, 2022. Could you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could you please stay standing and have a moment of silence for 29-year employee Brian Muckla, who passed away last week? Thank you. We'll perform roll call at this time. Councillor Benson?
Present.
Councillor Reuter?
Present.
Councillor Johnson?
Present.
Councillor Wall?
Present.
Mayor Ward is also present. Please let the minutes reflect all others in attendance. Looking for a motion to approve the City Council meeting minutes from Monday, October 17th, 2022.
So moved.
Councillor Reuter made the motion. Is there a second? I'll second that. Or did I say Reuter? I'm sorry. Councillor Johnson made the motion. I'll second it. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Looking for a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
Moved.
Councillor Reuter made that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councillor Benson. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. At this time, we'll take comments and suggestions from the citizens present or watching from home. The public comment suggestion period of the meeting is when the City Council offers a time for everyone in attendance or watching from home to address the City Council. Once we move on from public comment and suggestion period of the meeting, members of the public will no longer be allowed to address the council unless the mayor acknowledges you. As a general rule, the council will listen to all comments but will not comment on or respond to any comments made by speakers. The council will not engage in dialogue. However, any council member can ask questions. If you'd like to address the City Council during public comment and suggestion period of the meeting, please come forward to the podium or dial 218-628-6289. Before you begin, please state your name and address for the meeting minutes. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. Anyone addressing the City Council will be prohibited from using obscene, profane, or threatening language or boisterous conduct that disrupts the meeting or the security of the public. Is there anyone at this time that is interested in participating in the public comment and suggestion period of this meeting? If so, please dial 218-628-6289. And we'll give that a minute. Hearing none, we'll move on. Looking for a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda.
So moved.
Councillor Benson made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councillor Reuter. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. That'll bring us to 3A, Clerk Advises Council, Playground for Everybody update. Administrator Rich.
The remaining items that were not included in the original shipment were shipped this last week and installed, and the street crew was able to take the caution tape off and open up the playground to the community. So we've heard good reports and many families are using it.
Yeah, awesome. I've driven by a few times and there's a lot of people out there, so it's nice to see. Any questions for Administrator Rich on that? Councillor Benson?
So it is open, and a formal grand opening will be scheduled in the spring?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Hearing none, that'll bring us to 3B, Sand and Salt Facility. Administrator Rich.
Construction on the facility has halted for the season. We did get the structure up and we got the impervious surface down so that we can, unfortunately our sand salt had to be scheduled to be delivered before it was done. So the street crew is going to work on moving those materials up to the new facility as time goes on. But we will start construction again in the spring after road restrictions come off.
Thank you. Is there any questions regarding the sand salt facility? I just have one. Is it possible to get the prevailing wage reports on that?
Sure.
Thank you. Any other questions? Hearing none, bring us to 3C, boiler update. Administrator Rich.
Thank you, Mayor. Our new boilers for the community center have been installed and are working just fine. We were able to also install the controller, which is going to help us. We had ordered before the new boilers to get us complete control over the building, so we're collecting data on that, on how to control the system for more even heating and cooling, but all is working well.
Thank you. Any questions regarding boiler update? Hearing none, we'll move on to 3D, 2023 insurance renewal. Administrator Rich.
And part of my, finally, my report is Finance Director Brunfeld and Insurance Agent Madsen and I have been working on our insurance renewal. Finance Director Brunfeld took quite a bit of time and scheduled appointments with the department heads and visited each of the facilities to look at equipment, get updates on equipment, take things off insurance, put things on insurance, and get a handle on the value of the buildings. So with that, we were able to submit the insurance renewal and are waiting for the final quote.
Thank you. Are there any questions regarding the 2023 insurance renewal? Hearing none, we'll move on to 5A. Oh, Councilor Benson.
Does that also include like workers' comp, or is it just property?
That is property, liability, and auto.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Hearing none, we'll move on to 5A. Under new business, Resolution 41-22, permit for bingo. In your packet is a non-objection issuance of State of Minnesota charitable gambling license for St. Rose Church to conduct bingo events on November 17th of 2022 and December 15th of 22 at St. Rose Church in Proctor. Is there a motion to approve resolution number 41-22? Councilor Benson made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilor DeWall. Any further discussion? Councilor Reuter.
I'm going to be abstaining, it seems that in the group that's putting it on.
Sounds good. Thank you. We'll let the minutes reflect that. Should we just do a roll call vote right after that? Sure. So we have a motion and a second on the floor. We'll do a roll call vote. Administrator Rich, if you would like to do that.
Councilor Johnson.
Yes.
Councilor Roweeder.
I'll abstain.
Councilor Benson.
Yes.
Councilor DeWall.
Yes.
Mayor Ward.
Yes. Motion passes. Thank you. 5B, Resolution 42-22, Revised Relief Association. So at the last meeting, we had a resolution. In that resolution that we approved, it reflected a different dollar amount to the para. So this is just correcting it. You can see in the red letters that it's going to reflect the 40% after 5 years, increasing 4% until 100% at 20 years. Is there a motion to accept Resolution 42-22?
I'll make the motion.
Councilor Reuter made the motion. Is there a second? I'll second that. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 5C, Police Civil Service Commission, Sergeant Position, recommendation. In your packet is a recommendation from the Proctor Police Civil Service Commission. Their recommendation is to name Mr. Matthew Rebel to the new sergeant position. Is there a motion to accept that recommendation? I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilor Reuter. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. 5D, tourism recommendation, marketing grant for Naughty Wood Carvers in the amount of $1,500. Is there a motion to approve the marketing grant? I'll make the motion to approve the marketing grant. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilor Johnson, or Councilor Benson. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Bring us to 5E, Tree City Proclamation. In your packet is the annual Arbor Day proclamation for the City of Proctor. We will be proclaiming Monday, November 7th, which is today. as the Arbor Day. Is there a motion to accept the proclamation?
So move.
Counselor Johnson made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor DeWall. Any further discussion? Counselor Benson?
This will comply with the need to do our annual proclamation.
It will, yeah.
And what we're focusing on this year is winter tree survival. And I believe in the packet it did say that there were going to be some things going out on utility
Yep.
bills. So just to make the citizens aware of what they can do to save some trees this winter. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. That will bring us to members' concerns. Counselor Benson.
I guess I just have one. Friday will be Veterans Day, and the Proctor American Legion, along with the Beyond the Yellow Ribbon, will be having a few events over at the Proctor Moose Lodge. American Legion will have pie and ice cream, and that'll be followed by the Beyond the Yellow Ribbon Burger Night.
Yes, and I also had that in mind, Counselor Benson, and I believe veterans will eat for free that day, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Anything further?
No, sir.
Thank you. Counselor DeWall.
Yeah, just one item, wondering if it would be possible to get the preliminary budget information for next meeting, so it gives people a chance to go through it before we have to do it the first meeting in December?
I think we have it scheduled for the second meeting in December. Maybe it's the first, but
Okay.
we'll definitely get it to you.
That's all.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Johnson.
Just the only thing is tomorrow's voting, and get out and vote.
Thank you. Counselor Reuter.
I have nothing at this.
Sounds good, thank you. I got a few things. Counselor Benson already hit on Burger Night and Veterans Day coming up on Friday. Counselor Johnson is correct on GOTV, Get Out the Vote, tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. here at City Hall. We still got the Mayor for Day essay contest. Essays need to be submitted to City Hall by December 12th, and that is for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. I went to the trunk or treat here at City Hall with Chief Gatus. Another good event, lower turnouts. I think people are getting back to just trick or treating around the neighborhoods, but it was still a very well put on event by the City of Proctor and Proctor PD, so thank you for that. I also attended the Proctor Fire Department bingo with Counselor Reuter. When was that? Last Saturday? Last Friday?
Friday.
Last Friday. That was a real big turnout, and a lot of fun was had there. So thanks to the fire department for putting that on, and everyone attended. The money that they raised will be put to a nice scholarship, I believe. Last week I had the opportunity to go to a Bayview classroom and read a book to first graders. It was my daughter's class, so she asked me to come do that. But I talked about the election day coming up and the role of mayor, and then read them a book regarding election day, so that was fun to do. Next Monday, I will be meeting with the Boy Scout Pack 84. They invited me to their meeting to discuss some issues that the City of Proctor faces and what we do as a council, so that'll be an interesting meeting, and I'm looking forward to that as well. And then St. Rose Bingo will be held on, November 17th, Counselor? At 6 o'clock at St. Rose, so another fun bingo night if people like to participate in that. And that's put on by the ACT, correct? Area Churches Together?
Correct.
Thank you. And that is all I have. Attorney Bright?
Nothing.
Nothing from you. Administrator Rich, anything to add?
No, nothing.
Thank you. That'll bring us to bills for approval. We're looking for a motion to approve the bills in the amount of $315,717.84.
So moved.
Counselor Reuter made the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor Johnson. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Counselor DeWall made a motion to adjourn. Is there a second? I'll second that. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion passes. Thank you.